Hey everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to Today I Feel Like. Today we're going to take a look at the Langogo Pro. This is a handheld translation and recording device. We're going to open it up, take a look at it, and test it out. So, here we go. Alright, so here's the box. Let's just go ahead and take a look around. We can see it says Langogo on there. Same on that side. On the back here, it just gives us some information about what's in the box, but we're going to see what's in it right now anyway. So let's go ahead and just open this up, and let's see if we can get this out of here. So we'll set that off to the side. We have a user manual here. It looks like this is going to be in English and then also in Chinese. So yeah, we'll set that over there. This is a ad for a service. It looks like the Nada Your AI voice-powered transcription assistant. So, and then on this side there is a thank you note there. It looks like we have the device here. And yeah, so this is kind of cool. A little branding on this side. It has a camera so that you can use it to take photos. This is something that was very cool that I saw at CES when I was out there earlier this year, was that with this device you can actually take photos and then it will translate those translate the text in that photo, which I thought was very, very cool. I was in China a couple years ago, and one of the things that I had a difficult time with was actually translating labels and trying to figure out what's what different labels said. Or if I was at a restaurant and no one there spoke English, I had difficulty looking at the menu and trying to figure out what was what. So this would have really come in handy. All right, on the front here we can see, let's just see if we can get this turned on. Let's see, there's a power button on the side. There's a volume rocker and a translation button here, and it's turning on. So while that's turning on, we'll go ahead and see what else comes in here. It looks like we're going to get a USB-C cable because, well, this is a USB-C powered device, which is awesome. That is one less cable I have to worry about traveling with when I'm going out and about. So we also have a SIM ejector tool because, well, this thing has a SIM card in here. And it looks like right there on the side, if we can see that, there is going to be a SIM card in there that you can put, a little SIM tray that you can use to put in a SIM card if you need to have a SIM card. All right, let's go ahead and just get this powered on here, and there we go. It looks like it is powered on, and we can see the different sections on here. But I'm going to go ahead and play with this for a little bit. I'm going to test it out, and once I get it going. But I'm just going to play with this for a little bit, try it out, get everything set up, and then I'm going to test it and go through the interface a little bit with you and just see how this performs. Okay, so now that we were able to see what comes inside the box, let's go ahead and just talk a little bit about the good and the bad of this device. And the first good thing up that I want to mention is that, well, you can translate 104 different languages. So you're going to get all kinds of languages from English to German to Chinese to Spanish to Latvian, all kinds of different languages, and you're going to get languages from different regions. So you may be able to get English from the United States, and English from the UK, and English from Australia. You can also get Spanish from, say, from Mexico, or from the United States, or from Spain, or from Peru. You can get Chinese, that's, for instance, Cantonese and Mandarin, and you can get Chinese from Taiwan. You can get all kinds of individual different languages and different language dialects within a language. So there's a lot that you can do with this little device. You're going to get up to 104 different languages that you can translate to and from. Now, the next good thing that I like about the Langogo Summit is that it has a camera on here. Now, this really comes in handy because if you need to read a document or you're trying to check into a hotel or something and everything is in a foreign language, you can take a picture of the text, and that picture will then it will pull the text off of the picture, it will translate it, and you'll be able to then read all of that text in a language that you understand. It really comes in handy. I can see this being really, really essential if you're a business person and you're trying to read a document or a contract or something. This could really help translate things from one language to another. Now, the next good feature I like about the Langogo is that there is an interpreter mode. So let's say that you're out to dinner and you're talking with someone, or maybe you're just having coffee, or maybe you met someone interesting, but you speak a different language. What you can do is just set the device down on the table, and then from there you can have it in between two people, set it into interpreter mode, and interpreter mode will listen to both parties and it'll translate the different languages in real time. So let's say I'm speaking English, the other person is speaking Spanish. We can go back and forth and speak in our own languages, and the Langogo device will actually translate into our language so that we can understand, and my language will be translated into their language so that they can understand, and all of this happens in real time. Alright, so now on to the bad. And there is one bad point that I want to mention, and this is sort of a biggie for me, and that is there are no offline languages on this device. I don't know why, but there's no offline languages, which means you are going to have to always have an internet connection in order to do any translation. Now, I've tried this without the Wi-Fi on. It just gives me an immediate message that says that there is no network connection and I have to have a network connection. So if you're out somewhere and you're in a rural area and you don't have a cellular connection, you can't use it. If you're somewhere and you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, you can't use it. You're going to have either Wi-Fi or a cellular connection, and if for some reason you can't get access to either one, then the device is just sort of useless. Now, this is a problem because there are other translation devices that I've tried out that actually have built-in languages that have downloaded onto the device offline languages, so you always have access to certain languages like Chinese, Spanish, French, German, English. There's always a set of core languages that are available on those devices offline. The Langogo Summit doesn't have any. Alright, so let's go ahead now and test this thing out and see how well it actually translates. I only speak English, so I'm going to need some help for this part of the review from my multilingual people out there. So I'm first going to translate some stuff from English to Spanish. So I'm going to do the translation, or I'm going to speak, and then I'm going to hold it up to the microphone up here so we can hear it a little bit better as it does the translation. So first, I'm going to go ahead and just say a few lines in English and see how well it translates to Spanish. And all my Spanish speakers out there, let me know how well it does. So this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and push the button here. Hello, I am trying to get to the airport, but I am also hungry, and so I would like to know if you have a good restaurant that you can recommend that is along the way. Also, I want a souvenir to take home to my mother. Do you know of a good place with fair prices?
Hola, estoy intentando llegar al aeropuerto, pero también tengo hambre y por eso me gustaría saber si tienes un buen restaurante que puedas recomendar que esté en el camino. También quiero un recuerdo para llevar a casa a mi madre. ¿Conoces un buen lugar con precios justos?
All right, so how did it do? I'm curious, it seemed like it picked up everything that I was trying to say, and I can see the text translation on there. So there we go. We can actually read it in text there if we want to. So if we want to show the people what it is that we're reading, that what we said, we can show them there, and we have it both in English and in Spanish. So yeah, there is that. So it's really nice in that way. Now I'm going to try this again in Chinese, and we'll see what it sounds like in Chinese. And all of my multilingual people out there, again, let me know how it does. Alright, so I went ahead and changed the language from Spanish to Chinese. So we have it right here. We have the English as my source language and Chinese Mandarin as my translation language. I'm going to go ahead and hit the translate button and start speaking, and then I'll hold it up to the microphone so we can see if it gives me a good translation. Hello, I am trying to get to my hotel. I am a little bit lost, but I am staying at the hotel near the beach. I would like to know if you can also tell me where I can rent a bicycle, because I would like to ride around this evening after dinner. Now let's see how it translates.
你好，我想去我的酒店，我有点迷路了，但我住在海滩附近的旅馆。我想知道你是否也能告诉我在哪里可以租自行车，因为我想今天晚上晚饭后四处兜风。
All right, so how did it do? If you are out there and you are a Chinese speaker, I'm curious. Let me know in the comments section if this was a fairly accurate translation, if this is good enough that if you're on vacation or if you're out there on business and you need to translate what you're trying to say in English or whatever other language to Chinese, how is it doing? Also, same thing for my Spanish speakers. If I'm out and about and I want to translate something that I've said from English into Spanish, how well and how accurate is this device actually working out? All right, everyone, so there you have it. That is a look at the Langogo Summit or the Langogo Pro translation device. This is a fantastic translation and recording device. There are a lot of features on here to love. I love that it has that interpreter mode where you can have a real-time fluid conversation going back and forth with two people. It has a speech translation mode, so you can just simply push a button, hold it, and start speaking, and then you can just hold the device out and it'll play whatever it is you said in the language that it's translated to so that you can communicate with somebody. It also has a recording device on here so that you can make recordings and you can take notes. There's all kinds of great ways you can interact with this device. Now, there are a couple of things I don't like about it. Like, I don't like the fact that you have to have an internet connection for this to work. I really wish there were offline languages available. Maybe some languages like English and Spanish and Chinese and French, some of the languages that I think a lot of people who are traveling about may want to use. And I really wish that you didn't have to pay to use the cellular service on here. Now, I understand why, but I wish you didn't have to. I wish they offered like a free version of it so that even if you didn't, even if you needed more, you may have to pay for more. But I wish they offered at least the most basic version of it free so that you could, once you buy the device, you can always have access to it in case you just had an emergency where you're out and about, you didn't get a monthly plan, but you need to actually use the device and you don't have Wi-Fi available. You can just turn it on and always have at least the minimal amount of cellular service available to you. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to leave links to this product down below in the video description so that you can check it out. I'm also going to leave links to my Amazon page and all my social media contacts so that you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Facebook. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.